Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today I've got a lot of spring goodies to show you guys. I went to a bunch of different locations and I'll try and show you kind of like in the order of stores. But I'm going to start first with flower pots because lately I've been into trying to find like the aged vintage looking flower pots. So first I have just some plain ones, and these were actually free. And they're orchid pots. But I went to a class at Home Depot, and they do it usually every month except for like around Christmas and stuff. But it's called a do-it-yourself workshop. So this time we built an outdoor herb garden. So basically it's like a section of fence about 3 boards wide, and then we had 3 of these pots. I'm going to try and lift them up here to show you. Then you get the 3 of these pots, and they would all be like connected to the fence vertically. And my store does it all for free. I don't know if they're all that way. Online it says that you might have to pay, so I think it's kind of like a store-by-store thing. But that's how mine does it. They had taller pots, and then they had these, and I liked the kind of the short look, so I went with these. Now the thing, I'm not going to put them on it because I feel like it's going to be really heavy once you start getting dirt and stuff. I don't know if they're going to be held on. So I'm just going to kind of distress these, maybe plant something in 1 or 2 of them, and then kind of just make a little display on my porch. So this spring, I'm trying to go for kind of like a flower market type feel on my little porch table. I saw a sign on Magnolia Market that I'm really inspired by, and I'm going to try and DIY it, and then just put a bunch of like mixtures of fake and fresh flowers. So I'm going to do that. I also picked up some other pots, and these I did a DIY on. I got these from Dollar Tree, and they came in sets of, these came in sets of 2, the larger size, and then there is a smaller size here, and they came in sets of 3 for $1. And they all came just regular terracotta. The larger ones are like a pale terracotta, the smaller ones are true. So all I did is I spread some spackle on it because it's what I had on hand and I wanted to do it for free or cheap. So I did spackle. Once that dried, I did some green paint and some white paint, and then I sanded it, and then I white waxed it all, just with Waverly white wax. So I have a stack of these now, and I actually put a paper towel in this one kind of so they would sit neat like that when I display them. So I've got a stack of those, and then the small ones I did the same thing with. I didn't do as much spackling on them. It's not as thick, but I do like the way they turned out. And I read some things online. Other people did it with like plaster of Paris, if you have that on hand. Somebody used garden lime. I'm not sure what's involved in doing that. But, I mean, if you have it around and you know how to use it, how to work with it, it's worth looking into, I suppose. So the other thing I picked up at Dollar Tree was this little cactus plant. And I took it apart. If you follow me on Instagram I'm Frugal Farmhouse. If you follow me on there, you saw that I went into my grandparents' basement and did a little like digging around and found some cool things. And I got this pipe mixture tin, and I took the top off. It took a little bit to pry it open. And I wanted to put a cactus in it, or a little plant. And I remember seeing these at the Dollar Tree, and they're almost the perfect size, but it sticks out just a little. So I just took a butter knife. This thing actually will pop out too. And I know Walmart carries these as well, but they're not $1. So I just took a butter knife around this and pried it loose so it would pop out. And then I just stuck it in here. So I have my little plant I can set somewhere. And I liked the purple colors. They had them in green and stuff too. But that's what I went with. And I'm just going to set that up there because my dog is looking around and I don't want him to get into it. I will show you guys the other things that I found in their basement. Right now they're all just being like cleaned, and I've got to oil some of the wood pieces and stuff. So another place I went to was Dollar General, and I showed you some of the Farmhouse stuff that I got from there. So I went back looking for the perpetual calendar, and I'd seen it on Instagram, and then I saw it on Pare Family Vlogs, and when I saw it on her channel, I wanted to get it, and I don't know why I didn't the first time. So I've been going back, and it hasn't been there. But I did find this citronella candle for my porch. It was $4, and it's just in a really pretty blue mason jar. It's got just a regular wick. I prefer the wood wick candles, but I liked the jar on this one. So even if I don't use it all the time, it'll be cute just sitting out there. And they had them in clear and maybe a green color, I think. But they definitely had blue and clear. Okay, Next I went to Tractor Supply. I went there looking for dog treats, and I saw this on an end cap, and I wanted to get this last year, and I waited too long and missed out on it, and then it was all gone. So they have these seed mixes, and I picked the wildflower one for shade because I think it's going to probably be in a shady area. And it covers 200 square feet, but what I like about it is it's got everything you need. You don't have to do anything else, so it's got all-in-one formula, mulch, fertilizer, and seed. You spread it out, and then it's got these crystals in it that let you know when it's time to water it. So here's what it says. It's called NCAP Seed Watering Technology. You can see here. It consists of special crystals called sparkle. Sparkle crystals swell and glisten when enough water has been applied. When they disappear, you water again. So it's kind of like a hopefully foolproof. We'll find out because so far this is like our 5th summer in the house, and I haven't been able to grow anything in the front flower beds. Everything I do dies. So maybe this will be the answer. I will let you guys know. And this was like I think $8, $7.97 maybe. And they have other ones too. They have like bee mixes and hummingbird mixes and all kinds of things like that. So wish me luck. I did go to a consignment store. I was looking for things for that $5 Goodwill challenge, and if you haven't watched those videos, make sure you watch mine and everyone else's because they're really great. And I found this rabbit, and it's just a really tall wooden one. And if you've seen my Christmas videos, you know that I like to collect the wooden look Santas. So this kind of made me think of them. It is a little bit creepy, and my husband does not like it. But I found out this thing comes off. So first I'm going to start by taking off this bottom piece. Then I'm going to sand it up and kind of distress it. I may even go as far as like white waxing it to tone down the color some. But yeah, I'm going to play around with this and make it a little bit more like vintage and less creepy looking. So I got that for $2, and then she threw this one in for free because he's got some damage on his ears. And he's just like one of those paper mache ones. But I liked his crinkly look. And I don't know where he was originally from. There is some kind of a price tag that was on it. But so he was free. And then I went to 2 more places. I have something from Walmart and TJ Maxx. So I'm at Walmart all the time. I have a lot of like the Farmhouse stuff I've showed you guys. And I went back and somebody returned something. So I picked this up. And this is just, it's made to look like one of those window prints, but this is actually just plastic in the middle so it won't break. This was $4.88. And the reason that they returned it is because it was put together backwards. So, I mean, I've already fixed it. It looks like it's supposed to now. But originally, it was the frame facing the right way, and then the print was backwards. Although that looks right to you on the camera probably. But it was put together backwards, so all it is just a few simple screws. I took it apart and fixed it, and for $4.88 I have a little farmer's market chicken sign to go on my kitchen gallery wall. And then I also picked up a bacon box because I like to keep the things in my fridge in like clear containers. It just makes me happy. I'm still going to keep the original packaging inside of here so it doesn't get gross, and so I have expiration dates. But this was, I think it was $1.97, I can't remember, but it wasn't expensive. And then it just opens up like that. And then I saved the best for last. I went to TJ Maxx a couple times, and I found a few things. First I'm just going to show you these pencils. I already opened them up and took half of them to work, but I have the other half here. So they have 3 white pencils, a pink one, a peach one, and a green one. And then they have, it's 2 of everything, so it's like a whole other set of these. Sing Out Loud, Mean Business, Get Off the Internet, Knock on Wood, Go the Extra Mile, It's a Piece of Cake. And these remind me of those Kate Spade ones. Other people do it too, and I don't know, other people may have done it first. But whenever I see the pencils with the little sayings, it always makes me think of the Kate Spade ones. So I picked those up, and they were $3.99. And then I went a little bit plant crazy. So the first one is a boxwood plant, and I bought this one because of the planter. It's like a concrete or cement one, but it's got like a really cute, like kind of like classic shape. And this one was $4.99. Now these next two are the ones that like, I left the first one there and then I couldn't stop thinking about it for like 3 days, so I was like, alright, you know, I better just go back. So this is the one that I could not get my mind off of, and it's just some fake lavender stems in a little green cup. And it was the green cup that did it for me because it's just got like such an antique look to it. There is a little bit of that fake water in the bottom. This was $7.99. And it looks pretty realistic to me. I mean, if you look up close, you can see that it's fake, but from far away it will fool people. But the green glass is just what sold me on this one. So when I went back, they had replenished their plant supply. And of course, when I saw more lavender, I couldn't leave it behind. So this is the last piece I have to show you guys for this haul, but it's also the most exciting. And it's this lavender plant that I picked up at TJ Maxx. This one was $12.99, which I think was decent for the size of it. It's got a really cool stone type planter. And you can see it's got like distressing and aging in it, so it doesn't look like a brand new planter. It's got some felt feet on the bottom if you wanted to use it inside. This gravel is the only thing about it that doesn't thrill me. I wish it would have just went plain dirt. But this one looks so realistic and it's so full that if this is at your guys, if you see this at TJ Maxx or Marshall's, whatever, I would recommend getting this. I think this is great. So I'm going to probably use this on my porch in that whole little like flower shop setup I was describing to you guys. But it would go inside too. If they have more, I actually probably would buy another one. They just didn't at my store. So yeah, this is really cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my stuff. When I finally get the porch together, I'll show you that. But right now, I'm in New York, and it's still really cold out. It was like 19 degrees this morning. So it's too cold to even, you know, entertain the idea of doing the porch. So when it warms up, I will show you guys, take you on a little like step-by-step of what I do to get it ready for spring and summer. But thank you guys for watching.